Awesome. All right, super. All right, awesome. So we're gonna get started here in just a couple minutes. If you're live, you can ask your questions. If you're watching the recording, you'll have to just reach out to us collectively. As we're pivoting in, we've listened to what a lot of people have said inside the community, finding deals. And so we've restructured because we had a lot of success, and we're trying to figure out why some people are having success and some people are not. Well, the main thing, and we've talked about this to nauseousness. Is that right? Right? Nauseousness? Nauseum? Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Is that people aren't making offers. If they're not making offers, you can't get them contracted. You can't get a contract accepted. You got nothing. Okay. So unless you're making offers, you have no chance. Zero. Okay. So it's like, when you have small kids, you just got to sort of do some things for them, and hopefully they can learn to pick it up on their own. So we want everybody to be successful. There's no reason why you can't be doing this, but you gotta at least get the contract. Either got into, I can't find deals, or they're not working, or whatever. Well, that's because you're just not doing it right. So we're going to give you guys an opportunity not only to generate contracts either directly through lead purchasing of primarily creative leads, creative financing, seller financing, sub-2 leads, or by JV partnering if you're already in the Creative Dealmaker community. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So what you're going to see today, I'm going to share my screen here in a second, is that this is for people that have already been in the community first. We're going to show both sides of it, but if you're already in the community, you have an opportunity to take advantage of something that nobody else is going to be able to see. Because in fact, you can't even buy into the Creative Dealmaker community right now. If you went and did it, either it would not work, or we would refund it and you would say, do this. So if you're already in it, great. You still have an opportunity to do some other things. I'm going to show that here as well. So I am going to share my screen, and we're going to get right into it. And then if you guys got questions, put them in the chat. If you guys have a question, let's get through everything first, and then we can talk about it, and then we can come back and go through the questions and answers as we go on. Okay. So let me go ahead, share my screen. Hopefully you can see my screen here. Let me go and start this real quick. I'm not sure why it did that, but it did. Let's see here. Everything's in my way. Let's just start. There we go. All right, you guys should be able to see my screen. Okay. So Creative Dealmaker is the educational platform. Okay. This is what we do. Okay. We've never up to this point in time ever taught you how to go negotiate with sellers. We never taught you how to, do any of that stuff. All we've always done inside of the community is how to structure a deal once you find an opportunity. Okay. Well, this is sort of where a lot of people have struggled. They go, well, I can't find the deals. I don't know how to negotiate. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that, whatever. Okay. There's a lot of people that do a lot better job of teaching the first steps of the process than I can do. So I'm never going to say I'm better at it. I'm not even going to try to do it. So we're going to talk about how that's going to become an opportunity for you as well if you need support and help. Okay. We're to the point is we're teaching advanced calculus here, okay, inside the Creative Dealmaker community. But if you haven't gone through Algebra 1, 2, and 3, 4, and trig and pre-calc, you're lost when you get to this step, okay? So you have to get it to the lead, okay? The lead and the contract, the most important thing, okay? Without a contract, you don't have a deal. Without a deal, you can't even structure the opportunity. So USA Lead Machine, we try to bring all this stuff in through some of the other data providers, but you guys still were having difficulty trying to I can't find deals. I can't get them to do this. So we're just bypassing all that and making it available to you. So USA Lead Machine is the lead provider to the Creative Dealmaker community. Okay. Separate entity. Okay. But we're going to talk about how the structure works here in a second. So if you just wanted to go buy seller financing / sub-2 creative financing opportunity deals and leads that have been pre-vetted through the technology and everything we use, you just go buy them. And we'll show you what that looks like. You don't even have to be part of the Creative Dealmaker community. You just go do it, okay? Then it's up to you to take those leads, convert them, sell them, buy them, flip them, whatever you're going to do. That's what USA Lead Machine does, okay? So you can go check out Lead Machine. Actually, you might pull this website up here in a minute. So that's USA Lead Machine. It's not Creative Dealmaker, but Creative Dealmaker, us, gets our leads and our data through USA Lead Machine in a very specific way, and then it makes it available either through a partnership if you stay inside the community, and we're going to show that here shortly. So you guys, most of you people know who I am. We got a lot of new people possibly on the call. Look, I've been doing this for over 20 years. I'm not going to give you my exact background. Everything that I'm doing right now today, I do everything in my own business is what we talk about. Guys, you got to understand this, is that I'm not a professional educator. I am a deal doer. I get shit done, and I do deals every single day. And what I try to show you guys is how and why I do what I do, okay? And this is exactly what we're going to talk about today. This is what I'm sharing with you today, and what you have the ability to do is exactly what I'm doing in my own personal business, okay? So you guys already know what the Deal Evaluator software is. We spent lots of time, energy, and effort building that stuff out. It's available to you inside the community. You're not in part of the community and you don't have it, you can go to the Deal Evaluator landing page and download a free trial. And if you want to buy it, great. If you don't want to buy it, don't. I don't really care. Okay. This is a tool that I use every single day. The tool was built for me to use in deals to help other people do them. Whether you choose to use them or not, or you try to do it on a napkin, that's up to you. Okay. So this is why I don't want to spend any more time on this, because I want to get to the actual information. But you guys, if you're a wholesaler, flipper, realtor, or landlord, if you're not getting triple the amount of deals in today's environment, you're doing something wrong, okay? And I'm telling you right now is that there's so many deal opportunities that you can go be getting by structuring them creatively. So how do you find the creative deals? You got to search for them. This is what we do. Well, guess what? We're taking that uncertainty out of the equation, and we're just going to give you the leads just like we use the leads we generate ourselves. I'm going to show that to you, okay? So if you guys aren't finding deals, you're not finding leads, you're not getting contracts, can't source quality deals that can generate you the cash now, cash flow, cash later if you want to stay in them, like is what we taught inside the community, or if you just want to do this as a transactional business and stay in it and just add a fee, this is where you might want to consider going. All right, so let's get into it. We already talked about the Deal Evaluator software. All the software does is once you find the deal and you get an offer accepted, or you're close to getting an offer accepted, use the software to determine whether or not the deal works or not. Or you can even use the software to determine what your offer might look like if you're going down that path. So that's what Deal Evaluator software is. But let's talk about the data itself, the leads, because this is super important. We've had different presentations on this, but we're pulling all this away because there's no reason, if you're getting the leads, we've already done all the heavy lifting. We're already using all the technology and everything. You don't need to go buy the data. You don't need to skip trace anything. You don't need to go buy list, pull list, stack list. We've already done it because we know what we want to do. And what I'm using in my own business is what we're making available to you as well. So what does that look like? What does that consist of? Well, it's everything that we're doing is stuff that we built specifically for our type of business, not a cash wholesale business, not a commercial business, not a multifamily business, but for a acquisition business that we want to find creative financing deals that we can potentially wrap to an end buyer. That's the main focus. Does it mean you can't get other types of deals with it? Absolutely. There's plenty of deals. We have realtors that are bringing us deals through the outreach that we've done when we had one, and they're bringing us multiple deals. This is the advantage that you guys have, especially if the lead comes from an on-market deal through a realtor, not a wholesaler. Okay, there's deal after the deals that you get to take advantage of for a long period of time. We also have direct to seller, but regardless, we're using technology, we're using target marketing, and we're doing everything through the data analytics to allow us to get the highest possible quality. Think of it like a funnel. We're putting all this data at the very top of the funnel, and we're waiting at the funnel through to get a handful of high quality creative financing deals. That's it. But guess what? You don't even have to get involved until you get the handful. Okay. You don't have to worry about trying to manage the top of the funnel. That's what our systems are doing right now. You just have to worry about when you get the qualified opportunity that you take action on it and finalize the deal. So if you have the ability to act quickly when you have a motivated seller or a contract, and you can go finalize the deal, that's where you guys will make the most impact on this. You don't have to worry about, hey, what list should I pull, or what should I do here? What do I need to do? You don't have to do any of that. We already know the answers to all those questions. There is no beta testing. We've already done all that. Okay. The leads that come through the pipeline are high quality, motivated seller leads, on market, off market, depending on the county where they're located, they're all the same. Okay. So what else do we have here? We talk about AI sellability scores. Guys, we're focusing on stuff that we're not, even though we can generate leads for retail and rental and wholesaling, really at the end of the day, we're using the same technology to identify creative deals. That's where the money is. That's where the long-term cash flow, cash later is. It's in the amount of money you can make in perpetuity. We talk about the $100,000 payday. That's what I'm talking about. I don't give two rips about a $5,000 assignment fee. You guys might. Fine, then just add an assignment fee on and flip it to somebody that wants to stay in the long term. That's why we build it this way. You can flex the model any way that you choose. I'm just saying we built it for long term. The leads that come in, we're building for long term. Can you build it? Can you do a fix and flip with it? Absolutely. Can you do a cash deal? Absolutely. Can you do a buy and hold? Absolutely. But you can also do a creative financing deal, which is really the diamond that we're really looking for in all of this. Okay. What else we got here? So what we've known and what we've seen, because we're taking all that data at the very high level, that we're getting to the point where either direct the seller or through an agent, where we already know that the probability, we already know, look, it's actually 17. We already know that the sellers want to sell. Okay. Because we've already had the conversation before the lead ever gets to you. We've already had the conversations already initially set up with the seller or their representative. We already know the motivation. We already know they are ready to sell. They want to sell. The question is, can we agree to the terms of the deal? It's really what it boils down to, right? Can we get them to give us the terms that we need to give them the money that they want to do the deal, to make it work, to be beneficial for everyone? And everybody is different. You're different than me on what I want my returns to be, my risk to be, all that stuff. Just like each seller is different on what they want or what they need to get out of the deal that they're trying to move. Okay. This is all the stuff that we use. We have all the different lead types and millions of data points. And this is all the stuff that goes in the top of the funnel that you don't have to worry about anymore, and just filters it through to get you the high quality lead. These aren't just some random leads that somebody goes into a website landing page for pay-per-click, sell my house fast for cash, and we're way beyond that. Like, if that was the case, before you would even get that lead, and that was one of the models we're using, they would go through it, we would filter it, we would funnel it, we would scrape it, we would interview them, and then we would determine if they're a serious seller or not, or if there's a tire kicker looking to leverage what we do. You don't have to even mess with that. These are already pre-vetted, high quality leads at the end of the day. And we've been doing this for quite some time now. Except, in fact, on the deal or no deal that we do, if we don't have another one, I'm going to show you one I just got yesterday, just from the same thing. All the data is here. This is, guys, I'm telling you what we're using to give you the lead. Okay. This is what we do. You don't need to do any of this. This is what we do. So you can understand when you go spend a lot of money to buy the lead, that you know that this isn't some random crappy lead. These are very, very high quality leads. Okay. We're trading time for money. We want to get our time back so we can do more high quality deals. Again, just high level stuff, whether we're using direct mail, email, marketing of some type, AI, These are all the tools that we use to bring in to the top of the funnel to get you the best and highest quality lead. Same with the business tools that we make available. We have already built this proprietary platform that has the deal analyzer software in it. We have a custom CRM now where all your leads are managed in there. You have a dedicated phone number that goes to your account so you can communicate with your prospects inside the CRM. That's your designated phone number for your market. That allows you to email, allows you to text, allows you to make outbound calls. All of that is included. You don't have to pay for comps. You don't have to pay for skip tracing. You have to pay for texting. You don't have to pay for emails. It's already integrated into the cost of the leads, okay? You also have the ability to generate the contracts. You can even customize the contracts if needed, okay? Here's a copy of the dashboard, okay? We're going to actually go into the software, but for people that are not, they're more visual, this is just sort of a dashboard. You can see all there's a lot of stuff going on here. You'll see your own dashboard, okay? This is just a copy of the pipeline, and we're going to actually go into the pipeline. There's different stages in the pipeline. When they come in from the top of the funnel, they got to go in. Outbound goes out in some capacity, and then we manage the leads. And when we finally funnel everything down, we take thousands and thousands of opportunities that generate 10 high-quality leads, 20 high-quality leads. You'll see where they come out on the other side, okay? So we're going to get into that. So you basically have two options here, okay? And the two options are USA Lead Machine, a different company. You can go to usaleadmachine.com right now. You can see what's on there. You can go buy it right now without even being a member of CDM. Doesn't matter, okay? It's just a straight up high quality lead purchase program, okay? Or you can utilize what we put in here, which is our JV partner program, which is different than what we've done in the past, because now we're going to show you here in a second. Those are basically the two options. We don't care which one you use. You may choose 0 of them. I don't really know. I don't really, really makes no difference to me. But I want to show you this, and then we'll get into the demo. So right now, this is just for people that are in the Creative Dealmaker community right now, okay? If you're not in the Creative Dealmaker, you can go out the USA Lead Machine directly and get it. But I wanted to show you the difference between the two so you guys can make an informed decision on what this means, okay? If you were to go buy, everything's done in packages, okay? You get 20 qualified leads delivered to your platform, and it takes 3 to 5 business days to fill that up, depending on what market you're in. Because remember, there's a finite, we got to go take all the top of the funnel, and we got to go find it, then we got to funnel it, and then we got to deliver it, okay? And there's a finite number of motivated sellers. Remember, we're vetting these people, and if they don't meet the criteria we set forth, then there's no reason to send them to you, because if you're not successful with the leads we get you, guess what? You're not buying more leads. If you're a partner and you're not successful, guess what? We're not making any money. Okay. So our leads, the leads that you are getting are the same exact leads that we use every single day, except I'm using them in one area and you're going to maybe use them somewhere else. So let's just go through some of the features. Now, it's way more greater than this, but I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. Just want to show you the differences and the comparisons between the two. USA Lead Machine is the first column. You don't have to be a member of anything. You just go there and you can buy it right now, okay? CDM, if you're already a CDM user, you're already a CDM in the CDM group coaching, and you're paying a monthly subscription fee, you have access to the JV partner, because we're not willing to partner with people that don't understand our system and our process. Think about it, because it's our name on the line when we go out and we make the offers to the sellers. You know, it's all of our, think of it this way. We're partners on it, and you're representing us as a partner, right? So if we're marketing under one of our entity names, we're using all of the credibility of everything that I have generated personally over the last 23 years and thousands of transactions. You get the benefit of that, right? So you get the benefit of everything that we've done with deals. They can go Google me. They can go Google the company names. They can go look up the sale of our company, Rilix Capital, to federally chartered bank if they want to. I'll give them all that stuff. It's already in the due diligence package that we provide to our agents. So if you're already a proven marketer and negotiator, then you don't really need to do a JV partnership program. You might as well just go do the lead machine, because you don't have to share that. And we're going to show this right here. So 20 leads, USA lead machine, $150 a lead. 20 leads is the package side. To the JV partner program, it comes out to be effectively $50. Okay. So it's a substantial difference in the lead cost there. Okay. And we'll explain the reason why. Still get the same custom CRM, still get a dedicated phone number, still get unlimited texting. Support, no support on US lead machine, because why do you need my support? You're just buying the lead. You have your own system, your own process, your own CRM. You have your own, think of it like if you're a professional wholesaler already, or you're a Joe Home buyer franchisee, or a USA Home Partner, or I'm sorry, Home Investors or Keegley. You don't need to be a CDM partner. You've already paid a lot of money to do something else and learn somebody else's stuff. Okay, so you don't need it. Technology fee is 0 on the leads. We charge $3,000 when you complete the transaction. That's how we JV partner on the deal. If you don't get a deal done and get paid, we don't get paid. So we have to make sure that when we partner with people, that we know that you have the right training, the right tools to do this job. Because if you can't get a contract across the finish line and convert it to being a profitable deal, we're losing money. So very, very specific on who we partner with. And if you haven't gone through the CDM training, you're not going to be a partner. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. Because I can't afford for you guys to not convert. So you can start with the USA leads. And then if you do it that way, and you prove it that you can take these, because these leads are super valuable. We're not giving you a bunch of crap. Okay. There is no, as a USA lead partner, there is no, monthly subscription fee. This is basically whatever the fee that you're paying right now in the monthly. That's not going to change. So regardless if you want to be a partner or not, the month-to-month subscription that you're paying to be on the training calls and have access to the software and things like that, that doesn't change regardless if you want to be a partner or not. The partnership is an opportunity that we're just opening up that hasn't existed up until right now. Okay. That's up to, depending, some people are at different price points when they come in. It's up to $297. Okay. That is going to change with the new release. Once we purge all this stuff through, anybody that comes in, we don't know what that's going to be yet. Okay. It's not going to be, I will tell you this, nothing will be any more cheaper than what it is right now. It's only going to go up, because you have to remember supply and demand. Okay. You think about the type of leads that we need to do this business. They're limited. Not everybody on the planet is selling their property. Everybody on the planet isn't selling it with terms. Not everybody on the planet is going to take the offer that we give them. So when you throw those factors into place, and we're only worried about the ones that come out the bottom, we have a limited amount of resources that we can monetize. So we better be damn good at monetizing the ones that are interested in doing it for maximum profitability. That's why we have it structured this way. Transaction management. It's the retail price if you're a USA lead machine user. There's a 25% discount CDM partners that goes on the back end of the transaction. Okay. So let's look at one example here. Okay. Let's just say we know it's actually a little higher but 10,000 was a round number. The average assignment fee if you're buying it from a wholesaler, okay, if you're buying it from a wholesaler right now that's already negotiating, the average assignment fee that we're seeing on these deals is about 10,000. It's actually a little over 10,000, about 12,000. I just use 10,000 conservatively. So if you were able to the deal direct, okay, and you were avoiding the $10,000 wholesaling fee that you would pay, and you were taking that money in as a transactional model, let's just go down the USA lead machine side first. You do all this, you pay the money, you're going to get $10,000 in. Great. The cost of the leads, $29.95. There is no technology fee. There is no monthly fee. The TC fee that you would have to pay would be the $1,500. That should be DISPO. The DIPO fee, feel like Kamala here saying, what did she call it? Called it gauging, price gauging. I'm changing it there. Anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, I apologize. Anyway, it's DISPO fee. Look, you can DISPO yourself and keep all the money in your pocket, or you can outsource it. It depends. So that's why it says TBD. We're assuming that you're dispoing this stuff yourself. The net profit on that one deal at $10,000, if you get 1 out of 20, okay, we're about 1 out of 13 right now. So that's what is that? What is 1 out of 13 is 1 divided by 13 is 0.76 times 20. Should be about 1.5 to 2 times that. Okay, but we're being conservative here. If you only got 1, which is below the average out of this, and you were going direct, your net profit is about $5,500 net. Okay, you buy that today. If you go to the website, it's $29.95. You just want to buy it, first 10 only. We'll discount it. You can't go on the website. You have to let support know. We'll give you a discount code, and you can get that on the USA Lead machine at $14.95. Okay, just 10, because we just want to fill the pipeline. So why would you do this model or the CDM partner one if you could? Well, let's look at the CDM partner side. The cost per lead is $50, okay, on average, okay? Basically, it's 50 because we're doing it for $9.95, and for right now, for the first batch, that price will probably change. I'll just be honest with you, okay? But for right now, that's what you get. You still get the same custom CRM and everything. Now you get support. And the support is not only for the platform, but also the CDM monthly fee covers the additional support and training relative to this. There is a technology fee, which is basically our partner fee, okay? We get the $3,000 off the back end of the transaction when it closes. It goes on the HUD. You don't charge you up front. You don't pay it unless you close, okay? Well, I can promise you, you will not continue to buy leads if you're not able to convert, okay? Because we can't afford it. I don't make any, charging $50, my cost per lead is more than $50. But I have confidence in the people that go down the partnership path. Usually it's about opportunity for the people that are good. It's not about the money. It's about the opportunity. So they need the opportunity. And that's what we do it. So let's continue to go through it. $297. Let's assume it's $297. Transaction management fee, 25% discount, custom contracts. So if you're in a different state and you need to use a certain promulgated form, we can update that. You can use our forms and contracts that are already in the system. But if we need to change it as we start doing deals, we can surely do that, okay? Arizona, Illinois, Florida, they all have their own version. So let's go to the same example, $10,000 assignment fee. Well, the lead cost is $9.95, no way around that. You have to pay it. $9.95 gets you to 20, okay? The technology fee is after the fact. $297 is what you're already currently paying on your monthly subscription fee. $11.25 is the cost of the TC fee once we sell the contract or we stay in it. Dispo fee, well, we don't know what it is, because if you decide you want to have somebody sell it for you, well, then you have to come out of your profit to have somebody sell it for you. Okay? If you want to sell it yourself, good. Either way, it's up to you. Okay? Plenty of people that can dispo products. So if that's the case, you're at $4,500. So you're about $1,000 less per deal on one deal by doing the CDM partnership versus the USA Lead machine. So which one's better? Well, I don't know. It's up to you to determine this. Because if you don't have the $29.95, or in this case, the $14.95, then you only have the $9.95, then do the $9.95 for the first time and then switch it over if you need to. But keep in mind, if you have any hesitation on how to negotiate these deals, how to structure these deals, how to contract these deals, it only makes sense to do it under the CDM, okay? Because the infrastructure is already built for you. We have Michael on the call. He's going to help with the negotiation on the contracts. Now, what he ends up doing on the JV side of it, that's up to him to decide. But it's available to you to help get the education and stuff that you need. Because we're not teaching the negotiation side inside the community. What we are teaching is how to structure the deal, okay? It's up to you to go get the seller to say yes to the whatever it is that you do. That's it. So that is where we are on that. So let's talk a little bit about the CDM, because most of the people on this call are already in the community. So we're going to find the deal. We're going to do the initial analysis of the deal. We're going to also send the contract, okay, through the JV partner program. We're going to send the contract to the seller or the agent specifically for a creative financing deal. Our contracts are assumption addendums and our regular addendums. We do all that. They either going to say yes, no, or counter. That's when you guys are having a conversation at that point in time with either the seller or the agent saying, hey, I sent you the offer. Are we close on getting the deal done? Yes or no? Well, what do we need to do? Well, I can't do 30-year term. I can only do 10. Great. Go to the model, solve it, make the counter offer. Okay. That's all on your side. Okay. We utilize this to get you to the closest to the end point as possible so you can step in and do the final piece of it. You don't have to manage. You don't have to manage anything on the front side. You don't have to even do the initial deal analysis. We've already done all that with the data. We've already made the initial offer through the system. Now, if you're a lead buyer, that's up to you to do that. You make the initial outbound and say, okay, I'm going to make you an offer. Here it is. I'm going to send it over. You can still use the CRM to send the contracts, but you have to go populate all the information and use your own data and figure out what that offer looks like. Okay. So to do a JV partner, you can reach out to support. You can't go just buy it. Okay. Can't just go log in and buy it because it doesn't exist. Okay. We have to send you something, and it's very, 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 very limited time. And because a lot of people are going to watch this on a replay, and they might watch this a month from now, and they're going to go, oh my goodness, I missed my opportunity. I can't help you. Okay. I have to take care of the community members first. And then once they're all taken care of, either they want to do something or they don't want to do something, then that's all gone. There's no more new people coming into the community as we know it. Another product, another offering, another product that doesn't even actually exist right now. So you can reach out to support. If this is what you want to do, don't put it in the chat. Don't send it to me. Send an email to support saying what you want to do. Okay. If you want to do anything at all. If you don't want to do anything and don't want to change what you've already got, don't change it. Just do what you're doing. Find your own. There's a lot of people that find their own deals. They don't need this. Okay. I'm just showing how you can leverage what you've already got in place for a little bit of money. You will get a contract with the 20 leads we send you. I can promise you. Okay. And if for some reason you don't, hell, I'll give you additional leads until you get the contract. Okay. We'll get you whatever you need to get it. Okay. We need you to be successful because I don't make a damn nickel if you don't get a contract and we don't do something with it. Okay. We're also buyers for those contracts if you don't want to stay in the deals. Okay. So here's the contact information. Here's my email address. Better to reach out to Elvia support because she'll get you the links. She'll get you information. If you have any questions, we can book a strategy call. If you have any things, we can give you the link for that as well. Okay. Everything's done at the county level, but there's no exclusivity because you're only getting 10 leads or 20 leads in a market. Okay. So we got to make sure we have enough leads in a market. But right now, what the community is, if everybody wanted to go into Dallas County, for example, and I had 20 going into Dallas County, I would have to produce 20 times 20. I'd have to produce 400 leads. I have enough to probably do it. So if everybody wanted the same county right now, I could probably do it because there's enough deal flow available for just the small group that's in our community. To the public, not a chance. So that's why we're making it available first. You're only getting that batch. And then when you time to order your next batch, there may or may not be availability in that county because there might not be any more motivated sellers. We might have already exhausted them. We might have to wait 30, 60, 90 days to get the next batch. So that's why we ask you to pick 2 or 3 counties when you do it. Okay. So Michael is also going to be part of this moving forward. He's going to help with the negotiation side. He does mainly cash negotiations, but he does a lot of stuff in creative as well. So if you need help with negotiating or structuring, Michael's going to be in our community on calls as well. Support the current CDM membership base. But look, if you guys need to do something in addition to what that is, reach out to Michael. He would love to partner with you and figure out how to do deals. I think Michael's he's doing a lot of cash stuff. I think they're averaging $15,000 or $20,000 on a cash deal. Look, we can provide those leads too through the opportunity. So that is that. So what else do we have? If you want something specifically for USA Lead Machine, send it to JV at USA Lead Machine, because that's just for USA. There is not a JV partner program for USA Lead Machine. It's for CDM, but it's just what that's called. So that is it. These are just some of the other companies here. I think we're about done here. Oh, a couple other things. So you guys are already, I want to recapture this a little bit. In the Creative Dealmaker system right now, nothing is changing. If you're in the monthly subscription thing, you still get access to the software, you still get the live calls, still get access to the in-house attorney, subject matter expert. None of this changes. The JV partner program is in addition to what you're already getting. If it's completely voluntary, it's not required. In the future, it would probably be required, but right now, your grandfather is not required, okay? You have access, you still have the same access to our experts when we do the wrap mortgages on the back end, which is our underwriters, insurancing, servicing, note creation, certification. None of that changes, okay? So all the compliance training, underwriting, this is all that. All this right here, if you're not a CDM member, you have to, this is on an on-demand basis if it's available, okay? So if somebody wants to come in and says, hey, can you manage our transaction? The answer is it depends on where we are in the process. Our CDM community always has top priority because these things are extremely time consuming. We can't do everything. We're a small group, and when you're doing wrap mortgage transactions, they're very time consuming and they're extremely detailed, and we have to make sure we have enough time allotted to get through. These are not typical closings. Okay. Anyway, we've already talked about the software. We know what that is, and we're going to go through that here shortly. So the note management platform, that's still there through there if and when you decide to stay in these deals on your notes. And that's the other page of it. And I think that's it. Oh, resources, guys. If you don't already have this, keep this done. LV, can you make sure that we get the Sub2 Zoom link reformatted back up for the new, since we changed our Zoom page? We'll go back to registration and we'll use that. But everything moving forward should be there. If you're not a CDM member, I highly, highly recommend that you at minimum go to sub2compliance.com because even if you don't come into the community, you will have to have completed the masterclass on Sub2 compliance and underwriting for us to do any kind of partnerships in the future, okay? If you have any notes that you want to buy or sell or need help trading, you can go to USA Note Pro for that as well. These are all companies that are under our jurisdiction that I either own outright or have ownership in, okay? I think that is it, and we'll get into, oh, here's a copy of the Sub2 mortgage compliance and underwriting program. It's available. There's a link for it. We can send that to you as well, okay? If you've already in the community, you should have already gone through this. We did it live, and you should have access to it. You can go back and review it if you need it, and so forth. So is that it? Okay, we already covered that. That should be the end of it. Great. So I am going to stop the share on this right now. Let's see if there's any questions on this right now, and then I'm going to actually go pull up our platform and do some walkthroughs. Spend another 10 minutes on this, and then we'll cut it and we'll get into the deal or no deal. So let's see. Anybody have any? Let's see here. Let's go to the top here. Give me 1 second here. Does only cover certain counties? No, it cover. So we can do any county. There's over 3,000 counties. Here's what we don't know about counties. I don't know how many leads we can generate because it's all relevant to who's a motivated seller, right? Some counties like Harris County might have 5 million people, and some other smaller counties may only have 100,000. Okay, so That's why we always ask for a second or third county, and that's why we keep the leads down to 20, because they're so specific. We're not just we're not stacking a list here, guys, okay? We're not going and stacking a list and saying, hey, here's 1,000 leads and go do what you want to do with them, and knowing that 95% of them are never going to amount to anything. We do all that through technology, and we say, hey, here's the 1,000 potential deals. Here's the 5 that really make the most sense. These are the ones to make available. So if it's 5 out of 1,000 and we need 20, that means we got to go through 4,000 records and determine what the level of motivation, if they're even worth considering this. Because when they come to you as a lead, the seller has already either directly or indirectly raised their hand and said, yes, I am a motivated seller. Yes, I am interested and will consider creative financing as an option. Okay. Those are the 2 main criteria we have. Now, do they always understand that? No. Okay. They don't always understand what the hell that means. Okay. They think they do, but they don't until we get on a conversation with them. Okay. Sometimes they still think they're going to get the loan paid off. That's why we got to have the conversation with them. So this is what we ultimately do. So pick the counties. Yes. No guarantee on it. If we can't deliver it, then we'll either have to ask you to replace it or we'll refund the money back. Okay. Or you have to wait till they come available. Okay. Right now we have enough deal flow right now, or lead flow, I should say, to allow us to provide the community right now. Now, once we go outside of the community, it's going to be on first come, first serve. And what probably eventually will happen, that's when I said earlier, the pricing will change. It'll go to a dynamic pricing model. I'll tell you right now, okay? And what that means is, as the demand for certain areas, if I have 10 times the demand for the leads, I can't provide everybody leads. So the pricing will change, and then it'll come into the opportunity on who wants the leads and if they make sense. Okay. What are the other questions we have? Does it only come? So we can do any county. We can do small counties, large counties. It doesn't really matter. I just can't tell you how long it'll take me to get you to 20 leads because of the way that we generate. Okay. It's just, we just don't know. Okay. Can we pick the counties? Yes. Roy said yes. Okay. You can pick the counties. And like I said, right now, I don't believe we're going to have any issue, because look, you guys are a small group of less than a couple hundred people. Okay. Once this goes outside of this, I can't do it. That's why I'm giving you guys the opportunity right now. If you want to take advantage of it, great. If you don't, that's fine. But once I open up Pandora's box, I can't go back. Okay. So if you think this is what you want, take advantage of it. If it isn't what you want, don't take advantage of it. But once we open it up outside of the community into the lead side, because the USA lead machine is public. Okay. Somebody went to that right now, they could buy it. They don't know it's there because I haven't told anybody about it yet, besides you guys. Okay. So once that becomes public knowledge and people start using it and they start buying lead packages, once that data is full and I can't provide it anymore, we'll have to close that down. It's not that I want to. I would love to sell every one of them, but I'm limited on the opportunity that's presented to us. Okay. So right now you're good. Yeah. So Ben said it looks $150. Yes. That's, if it's a lead, it's basically what that means, Ben. It's ready for contract. Okay. It's ready to have if you're buying the lead from USA Lead Machine, we call it ready for contract, meaning everything's done. We vetted the seller, vetted the agent, whatever it is. It's ready for the contract to be sent. Up to you to figure out how you want to send that contract with the terms and the conditions and everything. We've already built the template in the system. You can use our template, or you can customize it and upload your own contract, your own loan assumption if it's sub to, your own seller financing addendum if it's seller financing, and your own addendum for everything else. Okay. We've already built it. I got Alan on the call. I see him on there. He's got his picture from 14 years ago. He won't show us his face live, but that's okay. We use in Texas, we have all of that stuff in it. So if you're doing deals in Texas, guess what you're using? You're using all the contracts that we use, that I use in Texas. We use all the loan assumption agreements and addendum in Texas, the same ones. You got to use that title company if you're going to partner with us. So yeah, $150 per lead. That really gets you to a contract, a ready to contract stage. So I really hate calling them leads because leads are used very generically. I will tell you this, you do not need more than 20 leads through what we're doing it to get 1 to 1.5 contracts. We've done it and it's continuous. Now, it's up to you to figure out how to structure that contract and how to monetize that contract by using, depending on what the exit is, but that's on you, not on me, because I'm not the final negotiator. Okay. Can our VA or partners access our yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to show you the platform. You'll have your own dedicated login. You'll have your own dedicated phone number. You can make inbound and outbound calls from it. Look, I'm going to tell you this. I would not use a VA for anything that a lead comes in. Here's the reason why. You already got the seller to say yes. You've already got the seller to say, I'm interested in creative financing. All you need to do is have a conversation with them and say, what do we need? Do these terms work for you? Yes or no? Well, I need an extra $2,000. Great. If I can get you an extra $2,000, can you give me an extra 3 years on the balloon? I can't give you 3, but I can give you 2. Well, if I give you $3,000 and you give me a 2-year balloon, can I reduce the sale price by $5,000? Okay. This is what the software does, right? So would you have a VA do that? No, I don't think so. This is a whole different mindset now. We're not loading up a dialer and smiling and dialing here. That's not what this is. There is a place for that. It's not with these leads. We've already done all that. These are sellers that are waiting for you to call them to finalize the transaction. Okay? Don't screw around with this. When it comes in and when it gets ready for contract, or a contract's been sent on your behalf as the partner, you get a notification that says, hey, there's a new lead waiting for you. I would highly recommend you stop what you're doing and you go into your platform, either through your app on your phone or into the software, and do something immediately. It's like the fire department when they get the call. If you don't act quickly, it's gonna burn, and you don't have anything left. Okay, you got to be in. They're ready for that call immediately. Okay. It's sort of like pay-per-click. If somebody goes in and does a pay-per-click and they click and they send it, you want to be on that call back out quickly. Okay. So let's see what else we got. And I'm going to show you the screen and then we're going to move over to the deal. Yeah, great. Send the information over. Yeah. Send the questions. Can you put the link here again, please? Relate the class. So I don't know what that specifically means, Teresa, but if you're interested in this, just send an email to support@Creative Dealmaker. We can look up where you are in the program. We can figure out what's the best fit for you, and we can send you whatever you need from there. Like I said, this is not for public. We're controlling everybody that comes in. That's why the price is what it is. If you go either to creativedealmaker.com directly or to USA Lead Machine, these prices do not exist on there. I'm just telling you right now. So once we purge everybody through, we get everybody caught up, that's what you'll see moving forward, and there will not be anywhere to go back on this. Okay. And it's not I'm not threatening anybody or trying to pressure anybody. I'm doing this for you guys. I could care less if you want to do this or not. But if you do want to do it, we want to help you. We want to help you with the closings. We want to help you with, negotiating, indirectly with Michael. We want to help you with structure. It's what we want to do. But we don't want you to do this if it doesn't fit what your narrative is. I do this every single day. In fact, when I'm done with this call, I'm going to go do more deals. Okay. Because I write contracts every single day. I'll show it to you, and there we do it. Obviously, rest it hurt. All right. What else do we need to do? And I'm going to move on. Can you put the link in here? What information comes with the lead? Great question. I think, you know what? We'll pull that up here in a second. I'll show it live. Okay. So I am going to switch over. Actually, Elvia, can you share your screen and pull up the demo campaign for me real quick? Stop talking and sharing. Okay. I'm going to, while Elvia is doing it, John has his hand raised. John, you have a question you want to ask?
Yeah, and it's about the CDM partnership.
Okay.
So are we paying the $3,000 to you guys when we close with the seller or close with the buyer?
Whenever it's whenever the transaction closes. It depends on I'm guessing, it depends. And what it depends on is what are you doing with the property? Because most of the people that are on this call are probably looking at deals for their own consumption. Okay. So if they're doing it for their own consumption, they're going to keep it. That's going to be, so you're not going to charge yourself the $10,000 fee, right? You're just going to keep it for yourself. And when you close that deal, that $3,000 will go on it then. If you're assigning the contract, well, then it's just going to depend on how did you assign it? Did you close it first and then you assigned it? Okay. Or are you trying to sell it before you close it? At the end of the day, the fee is gonna come on the final transaction. Okay?
Okay, and are you guys staying in the deal? Like, do you know understand what I'm saying?
On the back end of it?
Yeah, like are we splitting?
Short answer is it depends. I know where you're going with this. It depends, and we're not gonna go into detail on that. If we need to stay in it and we need to be a partner in some other capacity, that's on the long-term hold. Because not everybody's going to keep this as for a long-term hold, right? Some people are going to keep it. They're just going to do it and take the transactional money on it. Other people want to build a portfolio. So if we need to stay in and be a partner on the back end, we'll deal with that on a case-by-case basis, which is what we've talked about before. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Cool. All right, Elby, you ready to share your screen? Awesome. All right. So guys, we're not going to get into the weeds on all this stuff here because a lot of this, I just want you guys to visually see what's happening on our side first. Okay. And then from there, we'll show you where you guys come in. So we do all the data analysis. We talked about the AI technology and all that stuff, the list stacking, everything that we do. We have different lead sources. We have different lead providers. We get it from different places and it goes in. Okay. First question was what's in the data? So Elvia, can you do me a favor and just click on the first new lead. Just open it up and let's show the data. Let's show the data on this deal here. Okay. Let's pull it up, go to the contact. All this data is in here available. See, we have their name, we have the county, we have a sales price, we've already calculated an initial cash down payment, the financed amount we put in here. This is our default. That's what we would do. Okay. You can change any of this. County information, seller's name, seller's mailing address. Keep going down, Elvia. Go to other information that can be either manually inputted into or populated. We have last sales date. We have ARV information in here. We have, if it's on MLS, we have that information in there. We have equity positions in here. We have, scroll down, we've got our default interest rate to our seller on the seller carry at 2%. We have a balloon already in here of 180 months. Again, I could change it to 120 months if I wanted to. Okay, we have an underlying debt on it. We have the bank. Okay, we have the loan maturity date in here. Okay, we have the estimated loan interest rate in here. We have the estimated loan balance. Keep going, Elvia. I don't know what you would need that we don't have. Okay, except the kids' phone numbers and where they went to college. Okay, it just goes on and on and on. Okay, so this is all the data that we've compiled, and we go in and we've gone in and we vetted these before they even come in here. We had 20 times the amount of 100 times the amount of data. Okay, have their phone number. We usually have an email address. We have all the information. LV, can you go to the stages again, please? We also know if it's free and clear. We know if it's sub 2 when it's already built in there. Okay, from the data that we scraped, if we have an AI score, that's in there as well. So everything goes in initial conversation. This is what's being managed on our side through our data manager. Think of it this way: all the data resides over here, thousands and millions of records. Okay, Then we got to scrape it, stack it, do everything we do, skip trace it, whatever. And then it gets into our platform. Then it gets into our platform and we have to start sending out correspondence. We're starting to communicate with sellers. Could be email, could be phone call, it could be texting, it could be inbound coming in, it could be, it doesn't matter. We're moving it through our pipeline until we get to a point. Scroll over to ready for contract from Elvia. Keep going. We have hot leads in there. We're having communications and conversations, phone calls, whatever. And now, if you're a USA lead machine client, we're getting it to you right here. Go back to ready for state right here. State right here. They go to ready for offer. Okay, ready for contract. That's when you would get them. Okay, because then you can go in and get on the phone or whoever it is and say, hey, we're ready to send you an offer. Okay, here's what I'm thinking of sending you. And they could say yes or no, or you can counter it. And all you have to do is go back into the contact. So right now, let's open up Tom Turner for a second, Elvia. Just click on Tom Turner. Tom Turner. No, not the conversation, the contact. Not the conversation, the contact. Right here. Okay. Just click on the contact for Tom. So I'm on the phone with Tom, okay, or whoever it is. Can you just go to the contact? Yeah, perfect. Okay, over in the contact over here on the left side here. So scroll down right now. We got the default at the sale price of 1.7 million with $170,000 down. Okay. Well, on the phone conversation, he goes, well, if I'm going to sell or finance this, I want $2 million. Great. If I give you $2 million, I can change all of this right here. Okay. I can change any of this right here. Elvie, if you want, Elvie wanted to change that down to 1.5 million. So you can go change it to 1.5, change the down payment to $200,000, change the rate and the term, save it, and then generate a contract right from here. So you can generate an actual contract right here. I'm going to show you that here in a second. So we can do all that. So this is the manual part of where you as a USA lead partner controls this right here. Elvie, go back to the stages for me. If you're a JV partner, we're already going to done all that. Okay. It's going to get to the negotiator stage. So now Elvie, go to find one that's where the negotiator is. Okay. Stop. Okay. So we have two in the demo right now. So we can go click on Adam. We've already sent Adam a contract. Okay. In this demo. Okay. Elvie, can you go open it up? Okay. This is a sub 2 deal. Can you go open it up? And can you go to the contract? Scroll down and open up the contract that was sent. Right here. The contract was sent. Just open it up. Contract was it. So we do everything under Cash for Homes America. That's our buying entity. So if you're a partner, you're our acquisition manager, for lack of a better word, for Cash for Homes America. Okay. There's no reason for you to negotiate under ABC Homes, because unless you've done 1,500 transactions, you don't have the leverage and the credibility that we've already built under one of our brand names. Okay. That's it. So we already have the contract here. We've already got it built. We already got the assumptions in here, got everything in here. This one's wherever it's a non-Texas contract. Texas is a Texas contract. Everywhere else is a standard contract. It's already done. Cancellation, everything is in here. Okay. That's it. Now you're following up with the agent or the seller and going, hey, I sent you the contract. What do we need to do to get this thing executed? Well, I can't take your offer price is too low. Well, what does too low mean? Well, I can't do it at 2%. Well, what do you need? I need 4%. Great. If I give you 4%, can you do 15-year balloon? No, I can't do 15. I can only do 12. Okay, great. Well, if I give you 4% and you do a 12-year balloon, can I give you $150,000 down payment instead of $180,000? Yeah, I can do that. Great. Let me send you the revised contract. You go into the contact, you update those 3 fields. And as soon as you do it, it automatically updates the contract and the seller already has it. You just click on it, it's already changed. Okay. That's it. LV, can you go back to the opportunities? I don't think there's anything else I really need to show you guys. I'll go back over to the negotiator stage. All you're doing at the negotiator level, go back to the scroll to the right for me, please. This is a demo account, so it's not really active, but keep going. You don't have to worry anything on the left until you get to the negotiator stage. Negotiator is the partner stage. Your 20 show up in the negotiator stage, basically, if you're a partner. Okay. Soon as they go in there, you will get an instant, soon as we move it to the negotiator stage, which means we sent the contract out, you're going to get notification to your phone number, to your text, and says, you got a new lead. Okay. It'll tell you, it'll say what exactly it is. You'll be able to go on your app through, because it's all done in Go High Level. You can go to Go High Level, log in, and you can manage all this from the app. Okay. You can answer them, you can text them. If ever you wanted to call Adam Dawson right now, she can click on that little phone number up there, that little phone icon up there. It'll start dialing them from the number that we've already assigned. If they call back, it'll come into the inbound. It'll show up as an inbound call, and you can call them back from there too. If they send us an email, it'll show up in there. They send us a text message, it'll show up in here. You see everything in there. Okay. What you do is when you get them into your negotiator stage, you just move them. Okay. You go, okay, I call them, and then now I'm going to move them into a holding account, either TBD1 or TBD2. If there's any notes that need to be done, negotiator notes is just as a note that's been added to it. Just open up the negotiator notes for me real quick on the second one. This means they may have called into our office or sent an email, and we got to let you guys know it. This is a demo account. I don't know what it says. Scroll down. Here it is. Agent needs to know about the verbiage in the contract would clarify what happens if the underlying loan, if they were to sell the house to another buyer, conventionally not a wrap. They do not want to sub to the shift in other hands, whatever that means. Okay, it's just a them. So this would go back to, you would see it in your, close that for me, Elvia. Say that was an email that got sent to us. We would put that into your notes, and you would get a note, and then you would say, oh, I need to go look at the notes on this, and then I need to answer that question and either send them a text message, call them on the phone, whatever. Okay, that's it. And then from there, you either scroll to the right just a little bit for me, Elvia. The other things that you're managing inside the portal is that you have an offer accepted, rejected, waiting for dispo, and there's another field. Is it on here? Responded to the negotiator. So if you send them a question and they respond, it would pull here, and this would be your active column. There's nothing in it right now. That if somebody responded, it would show up here, and then that would be your trigger to read it and respond. When you get to this point, you guys need to be on the phone. You need to be on the phone with the agent or the seller. There is no third party interference at this point in time. It is you that's trying to get the deal done. If you're not willing to have that final mile of the conversation, don't do it. I'm telling you right now. But you should. My recommendation is, and Michael will tell you probably the same thing because he's been running this for a while now, is that when you get that, when you're at ready for offer or ready for contract, or the offer has been sent and you get notified, you should be outreaching to whoever the seller or the agent is immediately. Okay. Making an introduction, let them know you're a live person. Go, look, man, we're super excited about this opportunity. What do we need to do to get this deal done? That's it. And you know all the levers that go up and down to make the deal work. Terms, rate, payment, price, cash out of pocket. Go back into the software and do all that stuff. Okay. And that's what we're going to show when we go over this. So does anybody have any questions? Because I'm done with this. I want to move on to the deal evaluator and then deal or no deal. Does anybody have any questions on this specifically? Let's see what's in the chat. All right. So let's see what we have here. No, so you don't have to buy anything but the leads. Guys, the CRM is included. Texting is included. email is included, dedicated phone number included. If you're part of CRM and you're paying the monthly subscription fee, you get all the other stuff that goes along with it. All you need to do is get the lead. You're paying for you're paying for it already, one way or the other. If you're having it, we try to keep it the same price, and it's actually less price. If you go get a deal from a wholesaler and you don't pay for any of that marketing, you're paying it in the form of the higher cost to get into the deal. Okay, the 10,000 goes to them. So if you want to do a deal and you want to add a fee on it, and you get it from a wholesaler and you're adding another fee on top of the fee, well, great. If the deal works, then do the deal. We've done it before that too. This is a way to bypass the wholesaler and get it directly, and then you decide what you want to do with it. You become the wholesaler at that point in time without having to add an extra layer on it, because you're direct to seller, either direct to the seller directly or direct to the seller through their agent that is direct to the seller, okay? That has a property. Sometimes the agent has it on market. Sometimes they represent a seller that's off market. We have it both ways. It just depends, okay? So, we have all that data, and you'll see it in the system. It'll define the lead. Is it sub 2? Is it seller financing? Is it direct to seller? Is it MLS? There's a tag in the lead, so you know exactly what kind of lead it is. And we don't discriminate from what it is, because if it's a motivated seller, direct, indirect, on market, off market, I don't really care. We're trying to find a property we can buy. That's it. Okay. So let's see what other questions are that we have here, and then we're going to go over to. So, my understanding is to get one zip code. Yeah. So, guys, Thomas, if you stay in the program, you can continue to use what you're doing. This eliminates all of that. There is no one zip code, go find your own data. We're removing all the data out of the opportunity and just providing you the final lead, okay? So instead of using all the AI technology and going and doing all the data scraping and the skip tracing and this list stacking, we're just going to give you the qualified lead. So instead of doing that 1,000 times to get to 10, we're just going to give you the 10. Okay, that's what we're trying to say. So it's a different mindset. You just have to understand that we're seeing about we're getting one contract for every 12 to 13 right now. And then you can determine from there how good of a negotiator you are, how good of a deal structure you are. Dude, I just restructured another deal, and I ended up getting another 10 year. No, I went from 5 years on the term to 20 years on the term on a deal. I gave them more money. I gave them more cash now. I gave them a more interest rate, and I gave them a higher price, and even a little bit more on the payment for an extra 15 years on the term on a balloon. And it's worth 2 times the value to me. That's why the software is so important, because you can see all that, and we'll show that when we go into a second. So there is no one more zip code. We don't do it that's on the AI side. If you're using the data, you can still use all that. Knock yourself out. We're doing it already internally, and we're adding so much more to it than just that, because time is so important here. Don't spend the money on it. Just buy the good stuff and focus on getting the deal contracted and figuring out a dispo. So Lisa said, when the 20 leads come in, you guys reach out and negotiate up to getting the contract, and then we involve. And my understanding is correct. So what we do, if it's a JV partner, okay, we're gonna use all of our data, and we've already built it into our analytics, and we're gonna make what we think is a high quality initial offer. Okay. That it's not some lowball offer is what I'm saying. Okay. We're not making some stupid lowball offer that's going to get kicked back out. So 2 things that we're doing: we're making solid offers based on creative financing, and we're making an actual contract. We're sending a legit contract. We're not sending some LOI or an email that says, hey, here's your 3 options. We're not doing any of that crap. People can do that. I'm not saying you can't. We just want to cut to the chase, man. Here's our offer. Do you want it? Yes or no? if you are considering it, what do we need to do to get this deal done? These, once they go into the negotiator stage, they should be out of your pipeline in less than 24 to 48 hours. Otherwise, you're screwing around. Okay. They already said they were a motivated seller. We already know that. We already sent them a contract. We know that. Now the question is, what do we need to do to get them to say yes to our offer? Or what do we need to get concession-wise so it's mutually beneficial? That's up to you guys. Okay. You know how to use the software to determine if the deal fits for you or not. That's why it's there. Okay. Let's see what else we got on here. Yes. No, so it's a flat fee. Okay. You get 20. We'll fill up your pipeline. When you're gone, you can decide if you want to buy another 20 or not. We're doing them at 20 and 20 and 20. So, it's not, there is no monthly subscription for the leads. Okay. You're buying them in a bundle. Once they're gone, you got to go buy more. Okay. Hopefully you're taking 20 and you're converting, that into 10, 15, $20,000. It's the idea. If you're following the right process. If you're not in it and you don't follow through, you might get zero. I surely can't negotiate it for you. I can give you all the details and all the criteria to do it and the tools to do it, but you got to negotiate it in some capacity at the end of the day. Okay. So, that's it. So we're reducing it. So $29.95 is typically what 20 leads cost. As a CDM member, you're getting 20 for $9. You're getting a $2,000 off. And actually, I'm subsidizing it. I'm actually subsidizing it to the members. I'm paying it forward because I'm going to get it back on the technology fee. I'm willing to, because I know the people that are in the community, because they've been properly educated. They understand the software. They understand what this is. I'm willing to invest and offset the cost and get paid later. That's it. I'm not going to do it forever. I just want you guys to get doing so you can run your own analytics at some point in time and go, hey, is it worth the squeeze or not? Because some people are going to find out this sucks. And some people are going to say, this is great. And it's the same damn data and it's the same damn process. So how can we have two different answers? Well, it's because we're all individuals and we're all different. What works for me may not work for John. What works for John may be horrible for Tom. Okay. Mike might have a day job and can't call people except on Saturdays between 2 and 4. And most people are playing golf or at their kids' soccer games. So it's not going to work. Okay. Other people might say, I am not leaving my desk until I get that text message from Creative Dealmaker so I can get on that damn phone and beat the crap out of this seller or this agent because I want that damn contract. And if I can't get that one, I'm going to go to the next one and then the next one. That's it. It's all about execution, guys. And I can't execute for you. I can lead the horse to water. I can make sure the water is cold and plentiful, but you got to be willing to drink it. Okay. I can't force you to drink the water. So it's the best H2O out there, though. I can tell you that. Not contaminated crap. So it's up to you guys. Okay. So if you have any other questions, just reach out to support.
Nick, you skipped the question at 11:59 a.m.
Let me see what you said. Okay. Do you provide the mortgage? Oh, no, we provide the mortgage information based on the data that we pull. Okay. So we're making the assumption that the data is accurate. Okay. We're paying for the mortgage data. Garbage in, garbage out. Is all mortgage data correct? No. Okay. But we have a pretty good, look, we deal in probabilities, not possibilities. We know with the data that we have a high degree of probability that data is fairly accurate. Okay. At the end of the day, it may or may not be. Okay. But guess what? We're going to get that from the seller or the agent when it comes to that point in time. And because we're going to have an option period on all these contracts, right? Part of the condition of us taking the deal is send us over the mortgage statement. We're going to make the offer based on what we know. Okay. It's going to be probably close enough. If the rate's off a point or two on the sub 2 side, well, then it's off a point or two. Then we'll have to adjust the final number when we get it and go, hey, we thought the information was this. You're telling me it's this. We didn't know there was arrearages. There is now. We have to adjust. Okay. But that's all just part of the negotiation. Okay. We have enough data right now to make an initial offer that's pretty much in line, at least enough to have the conversation. If it's wrong, then we have to update it. But you have the ability to update it and adjust it accordingly, okay? Did I miss any other questions on there? Are we talking about what's information in the lead? That's it. I don't have anything else on this. I don't want to beat this up. You guys just make a determination. If this makes sense or not, reach out to support, Elvia. We'll get you whatever links you want. We'll get you set up. We're still going to run the community the same way that we are. We'll probably add additional stuff to support this in addition to the people that are doing the partnership. But other than that, it's business as usual. If you want it, great. If you don't want it, I don't care. It's for you, not for me. Okay. Just it. I'm going to make all my money in addition to everybody that's not part of this community. I'm going to charge them double and charge you guys cost. That's the idea. Because you guys have been in the community for a while. I want everybody that's on the call, that's in the community, to go do deals. That's why I had people like Alan on the back end of the transaction for the documentation and on the titling side and the paperwork side. It's super important so that if something goes haywire a year down the road and we have the right people in the process, we can solve that problem. Okay. If you venture off and you go a different direction, I can't help you. That's why all the people that are in different sub-2 communities that come to us and ask me for advice on how to fix it, I can't help you. It's too late. You blew it. You already wrote it in ink. Can't change it. You already closed the transaction. You can't fix it. You already agreed to that. You already failed to disclose or or did whatever to your seller or your buyer. Can't change that, guys. So you better make damn sure you get it right from the beginning. That's why we do this. That's why you want to be in the community. That's what you get the benefit of. Look, you might go 9 months before it makes any damn difference to you on how this makes a change in your life. But I could tell you, as sure as the sun's coming up tomorrow, one bad deal will wipe out 50 good deals. One bad deal will wipe out 50 good deals. It used to be 20. I think it's 50 now. Because the downside risk of doing it wrong is so penal that you can't dig yourself out of it without costing you a crap ton of money or legal problems or whatever it is. We want to avoid that at all costs. And it's expensive to do it, but don't play the game if you're not willing to play it correctly and invest into the opportunity. Okay. All right, enough with that. Can we have you reveal a deal in the deal? No, yeah, we're gonna do that right now. So we're stopping, we're going over to the training call, and that's all I got on this. So you guys got everything you need. You need to go review it. We'll put the recording in the Facebook group. You watch it later, you'll get an email. If you didn't see it live, make sure you go back and watch it. All right, let's see here. Let me go up to. So Lisa said, are we going to do deal review? So Lisa, do you have a deal you want to go through? I don't see Lisa. I don't see her on here. Where's Lisa?
I'm here. Yes, I do.
You have it built into the software. Do you want to share your screen and go through it?
I don't have the software.
Oh, well,
So,
makes it hard.
okay.
But
No worries.
no, I know it's okay. Do you have a mortgage statement?
I do. I have all the numbers.
Okay, it just takes a little time to put it all in.
No worries.
Put it in.
It's a
Let's go build it. Where is the property located?
Portland, Texas.
Portland or Cortland?
Portland. Portland.
Okay, not sure where that is.
Right north of Corpus Christi.
Okay, okay. We is sub-2 or seller finance?
Sub 2.
All right, put it in the chat. Send it to me in the chat. I'm gonna just go. I'll try to build it real quick. We have time.
Okay.
Before I do that, does anybody else have a deal that's ready to go that we want to walk through? So I want to make sure we get to that first. Anyone?
Yes,
Who said that?
Ellie.
You have it built in the software?
Um,
Oh crap.
Lost you. don't know what she said. You're muted if you can hear us. Don't know. Okay.
I can send you the address and the mortgage statement.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have time to upload it because it takes a little bit of time to do it, but send it over and then we'll see if we can do it. I'm gonna go in and do yeah, we really guys got it. Look, this is your path to success, okay, guys? If you're not using the tools that are available to you, it's really hard for us to help you. It's just that simple, okay? So you don't have to pay to go to get a demo account on the Deal Evaluator. It's free. Just go download it, okay? Get 30 days for free. Put it in there and then go from there. So let me which is the one, what's this? I may have already put this one in. Let me see if I have it. Give me 1 second. Give me the address. I may have already put this one into the system. So I think I saw it from you before.
Yeah, 13407 Vestavia Court, Houston.
Okay, let me see if I have it real quick.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
let me see. I may have it. Okay, I actually do have it. Okay. Okay, so let's do this Vestavia Court first. And then let me share my screen. And then let's walk through it and see if this will work. So let me share my screen. Let me find it here. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Okay, you should be able to see my screen. All right, so let's do Ellie first, and then we'll walk through this. So guys, this is one I've already started playing with, and we can see how it works. This is the one that you're trying to get your cash back out, which is just not going to be a possibility. So we have to sell or carry some of it. So
Yes,
here's the property right here. I got 334 value. Okay, you already own this property, so you're looking to, you bought it sub 2, is that correct?
correct.
You bought it sub 2 and you couldn't find a buyer. Okay, for whatever reason, don't know. It's we can't solve that, but so somebody else might be able to find a buyer, whatever. And now you're trying to get out of the deal. Okay, you did a bunch of rehab on it, correct?
Yes, light rehab.
Light rehab. Are there any online pictures of the repairs, or you have them separately? Do you have any online pictures?
Yes.
Are they on Zillow? Are they on Realtor.com?
Yes. Yeah, on real on her.com.
On Heart? Okay, we'll
Yeah,
look
it
for
was
it in a
listed
second.
with a
Okay.
realtor.
Well, let's look at the numbers first. Okay, so we have the data in here. We have it in here, and let's just make sure you have to just confirm that this is accurate. It's a sub 2 transaction. The mortgage balance is 227. Okay. Let's go in here. We gotta put this over to probably needs what's the 16, 6, probably call it 8,000 here. Okay. I have $30,000 going cash to seller. Okay. You need more than 30,000, so we would have to actually carry a second lien on this.
Mhm.
What is if there was, let's just use this because I don't have time to go back and forth. I don't care what you want. I just want to solve it for this. Okay. You don't have to say yes or no to this. If 30,000 was the amount of cash that went to the seller, which is you, how much would the second loan be on this?
57.
So you would carry 57,000, right?
Yeah.
57,000 in here. I'm going to solve it. Let's just put 3%. Does that payment come out to be? Oops, I got to solve term first. 3%, 360. I'm just solving it for right now. Doesn't mean you're gonna have to set that. That payment's 240, and the payment is let's call it thousands. Doesn't matter here. Okay. So all we said here. Oh, I already had the loan in here. 57. I already had it in here. Never mind. Had it in at 60. Leave it at 60. $500 payment, 2% rate, 134-month term. That's what's in here. So now we need a total acquisition cost of 60,500 because we got closing cost, we have holding cost, cash to seller. So this is a hybrid deal, taking over sub 2, 30,000 goes to the seller, which is you, and you're gonna carry 60. That's what it says, okay? So let's see let's solve it and see if this even works at this number. I got the sale price at 350. We'll verify that here in a second. Maybe too high, maybe too low. I don't know. We'll look and see. In fact, let's just take a peek and see what it comes up at on realtor.com. Give me a second. Go to here. See what we like about this house and what we don't. Okay, here's HAR.
Yes,
So are these the current? Are these current? Are these old?
yes. These are current.
These are the current. Okay. So it's clean, it's just dated, it has white appliances, got brown on a brown in it, wainscot. Okay. Let's see, let's go back to the valuation on it. Let's go back and let's see what we get on a valuation. Let's go to realtor.com. Pictures are probably not going to be the same. Maybe they are. Doesn't matter. It's got estimated value at 346. And let's see what real estimate is. 340 to 350. So I'm going to say the value is 345. Okay.
Okay.
This is not on the market right now, correct?
It's not.
Okay, great. And let's just check environmental risk. This is super important. Let's go back up here. Let's see what the risk is. I just saw it. Where'd it go? It's just on here. What the hell? There it is right here. Minimal. Good. It's got a flood factor rating of 1. That's good. Okay. So this is a good, solid house. It's in a good area. And the price. So let's go back to the deal evaluator. Let me do ZHVI real quick. So the zip code is 77069. So let me go to Google. 770, was it 77069?
069, yes.
77069. Let's check the ZHVI. ZHVI 77069, right?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Right smack in the middle of it. It's perfect. The Zillow value
Yeah.
is good. So this just tells me you don't know how to sell a house, seller financing. No offense, but that's what it tells me. Because you have a house where it's at the right sale price, it's at the right market index in a low flood rating. So now let's see what this house is worth in the deal value. So I got it 340, 350. I think that's probably okay. Still gonna leave 2 notes in here. 9.5%. I might go 9 on this because it's above 300,000 just to be safe. Let's just solve it here. Could you get 9.5? Maybe. Let's just solve it for 9. We're just going to see what we think we can sell this for, what you can exit out of this for, and what you can put in your pocket. Let's see if it's a deal for somebody that knows that wants this kind of property in this kind of area. Okay, so let me solve this. 15%, solve it. Okay, so here, if we borrowed 42,500 at 15% for 60 months, it would cash flow $68.32. And this will be our money to our private money lender. Because somebody's going to probably have to borrow this. And this is probably pretty much in line. Okay. Let's see if they went to 18%. Would it work? It's going to be close. All right, look at that. It's right at 18%. No cash flow. Let's leave it at that. So now let's go to, this is good. So right now with these numbers right here, this is a good deal. Like somebody will buy this deal. Somebody should be buying this deal that understands this model. Personally, I'd figure out how to sell this house if you want to know the truth. Okay. This is what I would do. I would not sell this to somebody, but I'm sure there's somebody on this call that would let's go back to the model, because this is the profitability on this deal. Is this a FHA, VA loan or conventional loan?
It's VA.
VA?
Yeah.
Okay. We probably want to make sure that we want to look at the bank. Did Alan close this transaction for you?
No, It was my partner's, someone else actually.
Who was it?
I have to check. Let me check.
Okay. Okay. Super important. I mean, look, we're making a big assumption that the closing was done properly. Okay. Big concern for somebody like me or anybody else that would want to buy this is that how was it closed initially? What's the documentation? Was the right paperwork used? Was the right disclosures given? Okay. Was insurance set up properly? All these factors that really hard to fix after the fact. Okay.
We-
You have to
We
see.
have the insurance is with Mike Mozingo. So
Okay, that's good. That
That's-
helps.
mhm.
That's a good, I mean, he's very competent, capable of writing the insurance. But you know, I don't know who the closing attorney was. I don't know who the title company was. But just because they closed it doesn't mean they did it right. Not, doesn't matter, okay? They have to be all vetted, okay? Because we'd have to make sure, because here's our challenge with this. This goes for people that are buying properties subject to that have already been closed. Who had the conversation with the seller?
We had the conversation.
Who's we?
We-
You personally?
Yeah, and
Right.
my partner. Because
Perfect.
he,
How long did you tell the seller that it would take you to pay this loan off?
I don't think we specified.
Okay. Okay. Could be a problem, right? The seller might think he's gonna get paid off in 2 years. We don't really know. Okay?
Mhm.
That's why we want to record things, document things. Not saying it's a problem. Not saying it is going to be a problem. It's something we got to take into consideration, okay?
Yeah.
So gotta look at payment history and stuff. But let's just talk about the merits of the deal. The property is good. The location is good. The price point is good. The underlying debt, which we didn't even talk about. Let's go back to that. The underlying loan is at 2.25%. It's a good debt. Super good debt. It's already been paid 42, 44, almost 4 years.
Yes. Mhm.
Good debt. So this is a good deal. Okay. If you're willing to carry this back at this right here, this is where this is the decision you are gonna have to make. Because this deal doesn't work if you want more money. Let me show you why. Let's just say that you wanted, let's just say you wanted $60,000 down. Okay. Say you wanted $60,000 and you'll take 30,000 here. I'm just going to flip the numbers. Okay. Not saying you're saying yes or no. I'm just showing you the financial impact of doing it differently. Okay. We didn't change anything except how much money now goes to you and how much goes to you on the seller carry. Okay. I'm going to resolve. I'm going to solve the term again. Now the term goes to 63 months. Okay. I'm going to leave the payment the same. Okay. Oops. Change this to 64. Okay. Now what's going to happen to the investor? This is what's going to change. Now I'm not changing the sale price. I'm leave everything the same here. None of this is going to change, but my private capital is going to be my problem. Because now when I solve it, it's going to cost, it's negative cash flowing $761. No investor is going to write a check for 761 on this deal, typically speaking. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's problem number one. Now let's go to the back end. Because this is what an investor is going to do. So now, even though his profit is still pretty good in perpetuity over the 10 years, is he really going to want to negative cash flow $761 for the next 5 years? Probably not. Okay. Probably if this number was 250, 300, maybe. Okay. Maybe. But most 95% of the buyers aren't going to do it. So that gets back to this property purchase right here. This is why, you have to give a little bit to take and give and take a little bit. And somebody will buy this if they can get to cash neutral. They will buy it. I will buy it if I can get to cash neutral. I'm not going to do it and write a check for 300 a month, 400 a month, 700 a month. Not going to do it. Okay. So if we solve this for right now for you, if you want to sell it to somebody in this community or somebody that understands how to buy these deals, could you find somebody else to buy it and give you that? Absolutely. Not going to be from anybody in this community because they know better. they're just kicking a can down the road and they're gonna create a problem they're not gonna be able to solve at some point in the future. And I won't let them buy it. Because they don't have an exit strategy. It's gonna warn, why would they ever want to go burst strategy and refinance a 2.25% loan? They got to protect this. This is the most important thing. The house is irrelevant. The debt is the only thing that matters here. They want to protect that with their life. They want to make sure that payment's early every month. Okay. If the seller starts becoming a squeaky wheel, they need to figure out how to give the seller an extra $100 a month to protect this loan, man. That's what you have to do. That's how you get to stay in these deals a long time. So right now, the original number on this here right now would be about to get to cash neutral, it's $30,000 and $60,000. That's the number, okay? And if I solve for this, change it back to 134. If you want to sell this quickly, somebody in this community, okay, based on these numbers, I'm just gonna make sure they all resolve. This is it, okay? Here it is. Somebody will buy this deal right now, probably from you. We can get a buyer for this, and it's gonna be, you're gonna get $30,000 cash at closing. The other $60,000 you would get on $500 a month, 2%, and you carry that for 11 years. And then you get all your money back. That's it. Some now, some later. If you can't live with that or you can't do it, then we had to solve it for what you can live with and hope you can find a buyer for those terms. Does that make sense, Ellie?
So 60,000 for 11 years,
60,000.
for 11 years. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
this is fully amortized, no balloon. Okay, based on $500 a month. Okay,
Okay.
that's what it would. Now the question could be, well, I really don't want 2%. I want 4%. Let me just solve it here. Okay, if I solve this for 4%, okay, then the term's going to go up. Could we squeeze 4% out? Let's go back and solve it again. Go back here. Could you squeeze 4% out of this deal? Maybe. Let's see how much it puts in the negative cash situation. Why did that update? It should have changed. Does it not change? Oh, because the payment doesn't change. Oh, it's going to change on the next page. So now the profitability is going to change on this. We're not putting any more money out. It went down a little bit. So yeah, we could probably get this, a little bit longer term. Like, you want your money faster or you want it slower, but with more interest rate? It's just a calculation, right? You could say, you know what, I'll take $300 a month, but I want 5%. That's not going to work. Solve it for 360. Let's go full term. There's your payment, 322. If you want a 5%, but now look at your term. It's all the way up to 360 months. Okay, but you're getting more interest rate. Doesn't change the deal to the investor. It's insignificant. Okay, this is why we tell you when you negotiate with the seller, solve it for what they want and see if it still works. So personally, I probably would say you're better off getting your money back so you can reinvest into something else quicker.
Yeah.
That's up to you. So going back to what it is, the impact to an investor, 5% over 360 or 2% over 134 months is insignificant. I could care less. Okay. In fact, this could be at probably at 10%. Let's see if it works. Probably too much. Let me see. It's not going to affect the funding. No, not going to affect it. What does the profitability come on the deal? I mean, by going up, it still works. Not as nearly as attractive, but it would still work. That's it. So, going back, if you want to move this fast, somebody in the community, and you're good with you're not gonna be able to get any more than $30,000 cash upfront. Because the cost of capital that has to be borrowed to pay you the 30,000 at closing isn't gonna get any cheaper than that in the modeling, okay? So,
Okay.
and they're not gonna probably write it, they're not gonna write a check, okay? So this number is not going to change. Now, could you come over here? Could you do this? Could you change this, leave this at 2%, leave this at 500? Could you increase this to $70,000? And the answer is yes, okay? So now what does my term come out to be? Now it goes to 160, okay? Now, all I'm doing is deferring the payout a little bit longer over time. Now, if I go to my model here, so you can maybe get a little bit more money in time because you're getting a little bit more capital or cash on the back end. Now, I'm back to my same number because it's the same financed amount, right? And if I go to my profit analysis and I still look at that, it doesn't really change. It changed it by a few $1,000. So you can get a little bit of, you can sweeten the deal to you a little bit by increasing your second lien carryback amount, okay?
Yeah.
You could do this. I'm just gonna leave it there, because that gets you a little bit more money. Now, you're getting an extra $10,000, but you gotta wait an extra 2 years to get the extra 10,000, but you more money. So, there it is. So the question is it, would you do this deal? Somebody said, I'll do this deal. Would you take this deal?
I need to talk with my partner, but it's very attractive for us.
Okay,
Yeah.
leave it
Can
there.
can I talk and then let you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Reach back out to us, okay?
That's great.
I
Thank you
think
so
we can
much.
find a buy. I think we can find a buyer for something very close to this. Okay?
It's great.
Everything has to check out though, okay? The original documentation has to be done correctly, the paperwork has to be done properly, everything has to be done correctly. So we have to review that, but making the assumption that it is, that the payments to the underlying mortgage have been on time. There was
Yes.
no issues and there's no, weird stuff like that that could cause this to change, then yeah, this is a deal. I think we could probably find a buyer pretty easily for this, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right,
That was great.
all right, hope that helps. All right,
Thank you.
super. All right, Lisa, I'll tell you what, so why don't we, Lisa, where's, do you have a copy of the mortgage statement, Lisa?
I do. I have all the numbers in the chat though.
Did you already send them over? Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me look at the chat. Did you send it to me directly?
No, I just put it on the chat.
Let me find it here. Okay, here it is right here.
1227.
Do you have a copy of the actual mortgage statement?
I do.
ARV, let me just look at this. What is the actual address of the property? That's what I need more than anything.
305.
Can you put it in the chat?
Timber Trail, all one word, Timber Trail, Circle,
Let me see.
305.
305 Timber.
Timber Trail, all one word, Timber.
Oops, hang on.
Circle, Timber Trail Circle, Portland, POR.
What's the zip code?
Oh, good question. I never remember this zip code, sorry. It is
I'm gonna see if I find it.
78374. Now there you
Okay, here
go.
it is. Okay, not finding it on.
I had to go to Realtor itself and then it comes up.
So here's 309. Let's just see what 309 looks like. Okay.
Yuck.
Foreclosure 183. That's never a good sign.
No,
Let's change it to 305. Let's see if we can find it on here. 305. What's it called? Timber what?
Timber Trail. Circle, Portland. There you go.
That it?
There you go. That's it.
Okay,
Yep.
super. So let's look at a couple things. Not a fan of that rate, first and foremost.
Yeah, I know.
Is it, you know what kind of loan it is?
So 2022, they had it paid off, but they took out a home equity loan for 165.
So they have a home ec loan on it for 165 right now?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that changes things a little bit. If we paid off their 165, do you think they'd sell or carry the balance? Are you negotiating directly with the seller?
Well, no, they owe 159 now.
Well, whatever they owe. My
Okay.
question is, what are they selling the house for?
They're walking away for 12.5 in sub 2. We're giving them 12.5 and they're walking away from the house.
Okay. There's some stuff we can do with that possibly. Let's just look and see some of the other stuff. Okay, what is this house worth? You have pictures of it, current pictures, so it's worth about 250 if it's fixed. I don't know what it looks like.
It's pretty
Mhm.
nice, inside and out. The only problem is there's a chimney towards the back of the house that has some foundation issues we have to check out.
Okay, I don't see.
And that's really the only thing.
Okay, how far is it from Corpus Christi Airport?
15 miles, 12 miles.
Okay, flood factor is minimum, that's good. I wish they'd show me the value. That's okay, we don't really need it. There's a tax value. Okay. All right, so let's look at, I want to see the ZHVI for this. 7.8, that's not, oh, 78374. Let's see.
262, 411. Median
Z-
home value.
78374.
I gotta look again, hold on. 78374.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Man, I can't believe it's that close to the water and it has that low of a flood rating.
Yeah, it's deceiving. It's on the other side of that yellow highway, so
Yeah, but
it's
still.
tucked away. It's never gonna flood there.
What
Don't
are,
say
what are
never.
you, so what are you gonna try to do with this? When you, if.
So yeah, we can just buy it and cash flow, rent it, hold it and rent it and cash flow there, or we have someone who might want to buy it from us. Take care of closing and everything, pay the seller and then pay us a fee.
Okay. Okay.
Or could buy it and wrap it.
Well, I think you gotta make a decision on probably which way you're gonna end up going with it so you can structure the deal accordingly.
Sure.
Where do you personally live?
Corpus Christi.
So you're in that area then?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't like that interest rate either, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but it's a low balance relative to the total cost. It's probably not that big of a deal. Do you have actual pictures of the property?
I don't offhand know.
Okay, but can you get access to them?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we're going over to see it again today. It's just a long backstory. I won't get into it, but we've been dealing this since March with these people.
okay. Do you have an iPhone?
And no, Android.
I was gonna say you can FaceTime me when you're over there. Guess I could do
It's
WhatsApp.
It's a really nice updated house. Like I said, the only problem is the chimney in the back.
Yeah, that's
We're not,
cosmetic. That's easy to fix.
well, no, it's foundation. It's way more than cosmetic. We're not sure what it involves on the foundation.
Okay.
So we might have to put some money into it.
All right. All right. Well, sounds good. Yeah, if you get if you get pictures, send them over. Then once I have it, and I know what the condition of it is, are you meeting a foundation guy over there to give you an estimate on it?
We're not, but they've already moved to an apartment, so the house is vacant. So now we can get somebody over there.
Okay, where do they move to?
I think they're in Corpus.
They stay local?
department.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah, they stayed local.
okay. Is
They're
the
both a
mortgage
hot
current?
mess.
Is the mortgage
But-
current?
Yeah, we're fighting with that on them. We said we needed the mortgage current, so they're just catching it up now.
It's not really a
Like-
mortgage, it's a home equity loan, right?
Yeah, but they're a month behind all the time kind of deal. They can't seem to get their act together, but
But
That's not a
there's,
big
but
deal.
that's probably an adjustable rate and it probably moves, does it not?
I believe it's fixed, but I'm not 100% because their payments have been the same.
Okay. But it's not like a reverse mortgage or something like that,
Oh,
right?
no, 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 no.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
well, so,
yeah.
send me over the statement if you want. When you get the pictures, send those to me as well.
Okay.
And then then I can build the model and we can see what makes the most sense.
Okay, does that go to support?
Just send it to support and we'll take it from there.
Okay. Okay.
All
will do.
right.
Thanks. Yep, thanks.
Awesome. All right. We're about wrapped up here. Let's just check the chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, super. Yep, send that over if you would. And yeah, let's if you guys got anything, well, next week's a holiday week, but I think we'll be back. I think we'll be back on Thursday again, at our regular time. And if you got any questions in the meantime, let us know. If you're gonna do one of the programs, reach out to support. It's up to you guys. And if you need anything else in the meantime, just send us an email and we'll try to respond to you as quickly as possible and we'll get some deals. They're out there. You guys have a good one. Take care.